Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking weed.
Me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
All right, Lincoln. You got two. You got Green Lantern. You got Wonder Woman. There's another one on here. It's a green one. Who is that?
It's green. I think it's cool.
Is it green? Is it green? What do you have in a bow? When you shoot a bow, what shoots out of a bow? Yeah. Is it green what?
Green. I think I got one.
It's Green Arrow. What's that one? You know that one.
It's
He runs really fast.
that's a lightning bolt.
That is a lightning
That
bolt.
is a lightning bolt. Who is it?
It's, I think, the red guy.
He's got a red. Yeah, he does have a red costume.
That's the Flash.
The Flash.
Yep.
See, he only.
That's okay.
Time out.
Yeah.
Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, and him knowing who. Well, I guess he wouldn't know Wonder Woman. But
That's what I was thinking.
Batman, Superman, Green Lantern make the most sense because he's that's the one I have most around the house.
Yeah.
Comic book wise.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know Shazam.
You know this one? That one's Aquaman. But do you know that? You know that one? That one's Aquaman. Who's this one? I got it for the audio listeners. My son decided to try and name off. I have like a pop art poster with all these superheroes on it.
Yeah, so it's a little bit abstract.
A little bit abstract, and it's just like logos. And I was just trying to see how many he could guess, and then I wanted to get it to intro the pod.
Now he's checking the basement for fire safety.
He decided to be a guest on today's show, so we're recording this on Labor Day afternoon. Hey, you want to get down for the ladder, please?
Come down.
All right.
Please.
All right. Well, I guess now I've got him off. He was on a step ladder.
Okay.
So now he's on the pod.
I'm going to interview Lincoln. Okay, Lincoln.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
booty.
I apologize in advance.
Okay, so Lincoln. Okay, so make sure you talk into the microphone.
Here you go. Let me get you situated. I'll get that for you.
So Lincoln, how old are you?
3.
Okay. And what did you do this weekend? Did you go to the Iowa State game? Talk into the microphone.
No.
Just slid past the damn microphone.
Oh, this is still not the most chaotic.
So, yeah, believe it or not.
So what did we do over the weekend? Did we go see Iowa State?
Yeah, no. Sorry, but
Hey, was that your first football game?
yeah.
He's done.
Are you done with the show now?
He's done with the show. He
Can I
doesn't
do the
like
show
it.
now?
It's not as fun as it looks.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I have to carry a conversation, and it's not just making weird noises into the microphone, then I'm out.
I don't want to comprehend.
Son, majority of the time it is just me making weird noises into the microphone. I think he even took the mic cover off of it. You can... It's not really picking up on the mic.
Yeah, it was.
Episode 221.
You'd be surprised.
Everybody of Off Panel Off Topic. My son Lincoln making his first appearance on the show.
What you doing, buddy?
He's out. And there's my wedding ring that he stole. Yep. Thanks, buddy. All right. Well,
we're gonna get him situated back upstairs.
I'm gonna take him back upstairs. So we're gonna pretty much do a hard reset on the show. But I'm grateful that he.
Oh, not off the ladder. Lincoln.
Jeff Hardy, get off that ladder. You got a family. Maybe go JR on him.
All right, we'll
Jake,
be back.
why is there a step ladder in your studio? Because it's my basement.
Yes. We'll be back.
We'll be right back. Stick around.
Can talk about Dwayne Johnson losing 60 pounds?
Is that I had not looked into that. Is that a reputable thing? Is that a real thing?
There's lots of footage of him in Venice on Twitter right now.
Really?
with
I have not
Emily
seen this.
Blunt. Well, I want to talk about it because I saw a preview for the Smashing Machine.
Yes, and they did
So,
like
Are
clearly.
we
there's
recording?
Yeah, I made sure to hit record again.
Welcome to the show.
Well, this is the third.
You might want to give me a big old
After-
signal that we're recording.
You're right. After the heartwarming little
That you're getting
segment
pizza.
with my son, I'm like, hey, let's hit record. And this is like the third time, and you're like, did it work this time? Yes, it did.
All right, so
No, I have not heard about this.
Okay, so welcome to the show. Off panel, off topic.
Yep.
I'm Tyler. You're Jake. And kind of want to let's start the show off a little bit with our long box, and you go first, and then I'll do my
No,
long
I
box,
feel like
and
you
we'll
should do
segue into Dwayne Johnson.
Because didn't I go first last time? Well, but yours is a bigger deal.
Well, no, I'm saying I can segue into the news from mine, and you can't. I
Oh
don't
well,
think.
fuck you.
Well, fuck you. What's your long box? You didn't tell me.
God.
Let's get the damn button pressed.
You would think 221 episodes. I would figure this shit out, but here we are.
Nah.
Here we are. And you know what? I like to think it's part of our charm.
Why do you go to Facebook? That's weird. Is it an
No,
ad?
it's an ad that pops up.
Fucking dicks.
Long.
Are we recording?
It's a long box.
All right, you're up, Jake.
Fuck you. By the way,
Typical show.
6 minutes and 40 seconds because most of that intro was my son. So that's the
And we didn't
longest
swear
we've
at all
gone
during
without
that.
swearing until now.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure we swore when you were like, finally told me we were recording, and I was like, you fucking dick.
Well, I'm still saying at that point it's like 4 minutes,
Oh, okay.
5 minutes.
That's pretty good
Which is
for
pretty
us.
good for us. Before I swear.
Of course, you got to note that it took like
A child.
3 minutes of
a
a
child
being present
hanging out with us for us not to
where
swear.
we can't really.
Yeah.
And then so that helped us a lot. Have we sang?
No.
Well, fuck you. All right.
So anyway, my long box. This is an animated movie that I saw in theaters because that's how into it. So back in 2014, I liked the Lego movie. Saw that in theaters because everybody's like, hey, this is actually a really funny movie. Enjoyed it a lot. 3 years later, the Lego Batman movie comes out. I watched it in the theaters, enjoyed it, laughed my ass off. Here I sit as a parent, watching it again for maybe like, I don't know, the third or fifth time maybe. I was still finding jokes and shit in this movie that I missed before, and they're like little subtle ones, like when Joker announces his big plan and he's bringing in all these villains from the Phantom Zone, and they're all freaking out, and there's one guy, they're like all scared, and they show these civilians, and there's one that just goes, oh, I'm gonna start looting, and he just starts running away. And there's like little bitty jokes in there that of course, like it kind of makes me excited to play the Lego Batman game that's coming out, the new one, but because my son likes that movie, so I've been rewatching it a few times.
It's a
and
good movie.
It's so funny. And
Well, okay, so you got Will Arnett.
yeah.
Who is the perfect like Batman voice?
Michael
I think.
Cera as a Robin is genius casting.
And then Zach Galifianakis as Joker.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson as Barbara.
But I think what they decided to do and why it's so successful, and I'll shut up after this because you're a long box. But what I think they did so well is they leaned into the absurdity of the Batman mythos.
See that's what I was gonna say. Is like I think what still stands out is what's so funny about this movie is how it perfectly showcases what's great about Batman, where you can make a movie like that and reference every other Batman movie at that time.
Every other Batman trope.
Which was every other Batman movie except The Batman because it hadn't come out yet. But like, yeah, and going at those jokes and being like at the very beginning of the movie when it's the Jokers and it's like we got these bombs and then these bombs and then these bombs and he's like oh it's gonna work and he's all excited and the pilot's like no you won't because it'll be like this time or that time like the Prince Parade or the time with the boats, like just referencing different Batman movies. And then like, yeah, but you're acting weird. Like that one time in 1995, they start listing off the It's those iconic movies, but as a Lego and like, and again, they're taking that even further in that Lego Batman game, where it's going to be like you're all full on like playing like iconic sequences in some of Batman's movies.
Well, they've come out with the Batman Tumbler, which has like the Heath Ledger Joker and the Two-Face from The Dark Knight. And then they've come out with a couple of Batman '89 themed sets.
Well, and in that
kind of
and in that trailer for the game, there's a direct reference to the Batman where Penguin flips his car.
Oh yeah,
and they show the Lego Batman doing it just like in the
that's
Batman.
cool.
And it's like, and that's I think what like you were talking about. It's true. What makes this Lego Batman movie work is because only in Lego can you make even the Lego movie itself. It's like it's referencing all these other things and inside of it. And this movie does that when like like Voldemort's in it and Sauron's in it and like again, it is when you understand that these Lego movies are told through the perspective of a child. It makes a ton of sense of like, okay, well, Lego has all these licenses. Why wouldn't a kid be like, well, I got this Sauron set and he's going to come into this and and it's like, that's what worked about the Lego movies and what worked about this movie is that's like, have fun with the idea that they're toys and be like, okay, this is told through a child's perspective. So let's have some, and a kid would say like stuff like that of like, well, you're acting like that one time, like Batman and Robin, you know, like a kid would say shit like that. Like, and I just love that about it. And I love when, like I said, what I have always loved about Batman and why he's always been one of my favorite characters is that versatility where we live in a world where Adam West's Batman can exist alongside Christian Bale's Batman or Robert Pattinson Batman. And the same with Will Arnett. This Lego Batman could be alongside those other ones where you can embrace, like you said, embrace the silliness of the mythos because you go back to those Silver Age comics, they were doing some weird shit. Like they have a rainbow suit costume.
Yeah.
That got controversy because, of course, it does because people think it's a gay pride thing.
People are stupid.
But that existed in
Hey, can we give a big shout out to Marlon Wayans? Okay. Back to the show.
It was in like the 50s where they wrote in a story where he had to paint himself like a rainbow to do something because like you and I were talking about, it's a bunch of dudes in a bullpen throwing ideas at a wall, making universes that they have no idea is going to be what they are today. And you know, like of course there's Polka Dot Man and Calendar Man and Condiment King.
Here's the thing about that is like if I wear something that's got a rainbow on it,
it doesn't.
I'm not worried about people thinking that I'm gay.
Yeah.
But all these other people are. They're worried that like their loved ones and their coworkers are going to think, "Wow, I didn't know you were gay." And they're idiots because of that, and that's informed their stupid voting decisions.
It's like
fuckers.
It's like when they say that, like, I wish the rainbow would just be the rainbow. It's like it still is.
It is.
It still is.
It fucking still is, dude.
It never changed.
No.
Still just be that.
Just because it happens.
You're
to
the
be...
one making it about that.
Yeah.
You're doing that.
To be honest, a rainbow is all the colors together, so it should represent peace, harmony, and unity. I mean,
what?
Yeah.
You said
sorry.
peace.
I'm sorry.
What? You said harmony.
What?
You
and
said
unity. What? Not on my watch.
What?
So yeah, and like some of this, like just some of the things where like there's a random henchman. He's like, yeah, nothing bad happens to me, and then boom, something explodes. It's like just silly. And like when they shoot a gun, pew 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 pew. That's what it is instead of like it's just silly shit like that. That I would love to see another one if there ever will be.
There was the Lego movie. The reason why it was so successful, and the Batman movie too. The people involved making it, I really truly do feel appreciate the absurdity of it,
and can make and love these things and can have fun.
Well, and the Lego movie itself,
kind of mocking it, yeah.
Is how many Lego is an interesting and unique toy in the fact that it has so many IPs under its umbrella
because it's
so many.
It's so
and it's adding more all the time.
And it's so dynamic that I loved
seeing Green Lantern in the Lego movie. That was awesome because I knew there's going to be a Green Lantern minifigure coming soon, and sure enough, within a year, we
I'm
got it.
still can't wait for lanterns, man. I'm excited.
My turn.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
So this year marks the 50th anniversary of Jaws, which is the prototypical summer blockbuster movie. In 1975, that was how that whole deal started off. And it's obviously cooled a little bit. It's still a thing, but I think it was more, I think around COVID is when it kind of stopped because theaters weren't the same anymore. But for a long time, 30, 40, 50 years, the summer tentpole, season, that was where all the big movies, the big splashy movies came out, and that's because of Jaws. Now, everybody, I would assume everybody knows the story, but just to recap, they brought out this gigantic 25-foot mechanical shark to make this movie with. And they get out there and they realize this shark doesn't work. It looks like shit and it doesn't work. And instead of being like, well, my movie's ruined, Spielberg was like, well, how about if we just do like all the shark stuff from the POV of the shark? That way we don't have to show the shitty shark. And it ends up adding so much tension to the movie.
Your imagination will always make it
The
scary.
few times you do see the shark, like when it eats Quint, it's bad looking. It looks plastic and fake, and it's bad, right? But
it's what they had in 1970.
exactly.
Yeah.
So just a couple of things. I've never seen this movie in the theater. I only saw it straight through for the first time maybe in the last 5 years because I'd never seen the whole. I just wanted to. I'd seen the parts. I'd seen different parts. But seeing it in the theater was really, really interesting because there was a ad for a toy, a board game where a shark goes around the board. And it's hooked in the middle, and it just goes around, and you're supposed to keep your piece in front of it. And I remembered that commercial exactly, almost like every single frame of that commercial.
Yeah.
I remembered. I was like, "Oh my god, that's bad." But then we get to the movie, and first things first, there aren't many perfect characters in cinema. I mean, absolutely perfect. Actor, writing, directing, performance. All merging into that's a perfect cinematic character, and Quint is one of those because Shaw just leans into it. Robert Shaw just leans into it. He's such a dick to Richard Dreyfuss, and Roy Scheider is doing his thing. It's just me. I love watching acting performances, and a lot of that out on the open sea, which is basically the second half of the movie, is them chasing the shark, and that's just them just all like kind of reacting to each other and acting and doing what they're supposed to do when it's time and saying the right things and knowing how to be on a boat. Because that shit takes practice, Like, you don't just go onto a boat and go, I know how to tie a sheep shank. I don't know how to, you know what I mean? I don't know what, I think port is left and starboard is right and bow is front and stern is back, but I'm not sure, right? Like basic shit like that. When he accidentally gets Hooper caught in his rope when they're trying to get the things because he doesn't understand. He's a landlubber. He doesn't understand that ropes can suddenly, cut a man in half on the open sea, right? So it's really cool because going into it, I was kind of like, I got a trip to St. Louis for my 50th birthday for my own kind of birthday trip thing. But my brother wanted to do something for my birthday, and this was our thing. And going into it, I was like, I like this movie, but, I'm just kind of going along for the ride a little bit more than anything.
Yeah.
And I really, really, really enjoyed the movie more than I thought because I'd never seen it on the big screen.
Yeah.
It's awesome on the big screen. Holy fuck. And just, again, the movie is just one of those perfect movies to me. There's almost nothing about the movie that I don't like. Maybe... I got to be honest, when the kid gets eaten, the first kid gets eaten or whatever, and everybody's watching it and there's all that blood, like that's a little excessive, I think, but whatever. But it was just a great time and being able to see a cinematic masterpiece and appreciate it for what it is. I've seen it before. I know all the jokes, and everybody clapped at the end of the movie, which was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I know people get pissed.
I always find it's funny to clap at a movie theater. But
I will say this about it to kill the controversy.
The controversy.
Well, it is. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people like get upset when other people. Okay, here's the thing. I don't clap because I know none of the people who made that movie are in the theater.
Right.
But I am never going to get upset with somebody else clapping. That's if you want to celebrate watching what you thought was a great movie by clapping, who the fuck am I to say so?
You don't want to yuck their yum.
What? Right? What a dick move. I just can't stand it when people clap.
I can't.
You-
The look on your face.
Do you really hate it?
I mean, I do, but I mean, I don't personally like it. But like you said, if you enjoyed the movie, you enjoyed the movie.
I have
Show
before.
however you enjoyed it.
I have before. I've clapped at a movie theater. I can't remember what it was. I know it was probably a.
I don't think I may have like wooed when like Ric Flair style when Cap got Mjolnir. Maybe I can't remember. But I think like
Everybody did something when that
because
happened.
when that happened, it blew my fucking mind.
You
kind of
knew it was coming.
I saw my brains on the wall.
You kind of
You
saw
knew it
it
was
coming,
gonna happen.
right?
When
You
it
kind of
started to
saw it
move.
coming, but then when you finally, I think if I remember correctly, there's a couple of teases right before that where he almost gets it, but he doesn't.
He almost moves it in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, no,
And
I mean
then-
in
no,
that
no.
sequence.
In that shot, you see it move, but you don't see who's moving it, and the implication is it Thor? Is it someone
because he's about
else?
to get cut in half.
Right, and it's
Yeah.
actually Mjolnir. But like, you know what's funny is if you watch that on Disney Plus, and you watch a lot of those MCU movies,
Yeah.
especially later Phase 3 shit, when you watch it, you can clearly tell the applause moments. Like in that moment exactly, you could tell the audio's turned down a lot.
All right. Yeah, anyway, so back to Jaws.
And you know
I
what?
really enjoyed Jaws.
I love him for it.
And if you get a chance to see it in the theater while it's out there for its 50th anniversary. And I also saw that I think September 4th, Blazing Saddles is back in the theater.
Oh.
And I want to go see that in the theater. I think that'd be fun. But it was really good. Thank you to my brother for taking me. I think the best birthday like things are when you don't expect it and you're like,
Yeah.
you know, like if you take me to the Lego store, like I know I'm going to have a good time, right?
Yeah.
If you take me to see Jaws in the theater, I'm going to go because I know the people I'm with are great and I'm going to have fun with them. But to enjoy the movie so much more than I thought I would was just really great. And getting into the news from there.
Hey, you know what that shark was saying to those people?
You're fucking quiet.
No, damn it, not that one.
Jesus Christ.
I'll eat your ass.
Yeah, he was eating ass.
But wait, what Quint was saying to the shark?
You're a fucking quiet boy compared to me.
Yeah,
a
you are.
quiet boy.
Yeah, he was saying that to Hooper.
Yeah.
But okay, so getting into the news, one of the previews that we saw before the movie was The Long Walk, and I had to tell my mom to close her eyes. Close your eyes. Don't listen. This is
Well, I
not
told
for you.
you
It
and
is
I,
a brutal preview.
you and I watched that trailer together.
Yeah.
And
Before Fantastic Four, I think, right?
Well, no, we just saw it because I showed you the trailer of Running
yeah,
Man,
okay. Yeah.
and then this trailer like auto-played on YouTube, and I was like, wait, what's this? And I remember telling you similar thing. I was like, I'm not gonna even bother to ask Ashley if she wants to see this. Just based on this trailer, it gave me an anxiety attack. I'm like, there ain't no way she's gonna be into this.
But before we move on
So
from
yeah.
that, there is a screening. I think this week.
They've
in
already started.
in Los Angeles. I thought there were multiple screenings, but when I looked it up online, there's only one in LA a week before the movie comes out, and it's full of treadmills. And in the movie, you have to walk faster than at a pace of at least 3 miles an hour, and
yeah.
if you fall below, that's when you start getting warnings. So the whole thing is you go and you walk on a treadmill while you're watching the movie at 3 miles an hour, and if you go below 3 times, then they kick you out of the movie. Which I thought that would be really fun. I don't know how fast 3 miles an hour is.
See, Ashley and I were talking about this, and she was like,
I'm going to go on the treadmill when I get home and find out.
3 miles per hour is doable.
It's a brisk walk.
But you had to think about it. The movie's like, I don't even know the exact runtime, but it's probably like, what, 2.5 hours? So you're only walking for 2 to 2.5 hours at least. But time out.
During the
Are
movie,
we?
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, does the walking start when the movie starts? Like, are you just standing there waiting through the credit? Like, if
I don't.
are we
I
doing
don't know.
trailers? Oh, you're just going right.
I would
into
assume there's
But
a countdown, and as soon as the
regardless-
movie starts playing, you start
it.
walking.
Regardless, at maximum, you're walking 2 to 3 hours.
Right, but I think it's important. I think it's an interesting marketing idea,
It's a cool concept.
Yes.
It's a cool experiment
Yes.
to kind of go into the idea of
and
like
I'm
how
really excited for the movie.
because the movie is different because the movie there's no end.
No,
With this,
not until there's
and
one left.
You know, there's credits at this, so yeah. But I think it's a really interesting concept because we've been playing with this for a while with 4DX experiences with like rain and getting hit and like moving like you're on a motorcycle or things like that. So to see it go to this level is interesting. I think it's a cool experiment. And like we talked about the trailer, but I was talking with Ashley about it because we were talking about this whole experiment, and I said to me it's crazy that of all the horrific concepts that have come from the mind of Stephen King, this one is the scariest.
well, because it's
the simplest, because everyone can understand the level of dread, because you at some point you've probably walked or ran where you're so tired you just want to sit down and
Jake.
stop, and then like ugh.
Jake, if the douchebag in the White House came out today and said, next week I need 100 kids to go walk and blah, 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 blah,
Ugh,
blah,
that'd be horrifying.
you don't think he'd have 100 kids
Yeah.
by tomorrow?
Yeah.
Not next week. Why? Because he's helped make our country a shithole where all these kids would do shit like this. Anyway, because they have to.
Anyway,
Moving on. The other trailer I saw, which I had seen stills. I think there's a movie poster in Jordan Creek, which I'd seen, but I couldn't remember the name of the movie. It's called The Smashing Machine with
The Rock.
The Rock. I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt.
The Rock's
He is massive in this movie. Like, he's massive. He is bigger than I've ever seen him.
and
And
have,
the
like,
makeup.
weird prosthetics on his face. To
You
make him
can't
look
tell
like the
it's
dude.
him. You can't tell
Yeah.
it's him. And here's my thing. I'm always about actors trying to improve themselves or prove something to themselves, right? And Dwayne is saying to himself, The Rock, he's saying, hey, I know I can do more
I want to
dramatic
step
roles.
out and do something different.
And
yeah.
I got to be honest, this is fucking Oscar bait written all the way, and it looks good. I got to say this right now. Emily Blunt, so hot. Great actress, true.
Yeah, I told Ashley she's
I
have a crush on her.
It's hard not to. Good job, John Krasinski.
You know, she's my celebrity crush. You know, everybody has one.
Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because there's been some news about Dwayne Johnson, and there's a lot of footage of him and Emily Blunt arriving for the screening of The Smashing Machine in Venice, Italy.
It is weird because they have worked a lot together.
They were
a couple
on the.
movies together.
Oh, dude, if I'm John Krasinski, I'm like, hey, what's going on? But I'm also not John Krasinski, and I'm willing to bet John Krasinski doesn't have the anxiety about his
I'm
self-worth
sure
that
he's
I
very
do.
Comfortable in his
I-
relationship.
I would assume that the reason why Emily Blunt got married to a guy like him is because he is John. You know what I mean?
Guy, you know?
I'm willing to bet he's a lot Jimmy in real life. You know, he's a lot.
I'm trying to pull up.
He's a lot Jimmier in
what
real
the
life.
fuck are you doing?
From-
do you want to
from
talk
The
about
Office?
this? I'm pulling up the reviews on this because there's been I
It
think
looks good.
they had a couple screenings.
It looks really, really good because the look. Here's one thing I can tell you right now. I think UFC is fucking stupid. It's dumb as shit. Everybody who fights in it, good for you. But I hate that it's such a money machine. I hate
So
Dana
this
White.
is-
Dana White is an asshole alt-right fuck.
Yeah, fuck Dana White.
Oh
But,
yeah, fuck him, dude.
But
The movie looks
here's
good.
a review quote from the review
Okay.
in Deadline.
Mhm.
This is written by Damon Wise.
Mhm.
Says, quote,
This sucks.
Dwayne Johnson owns the whole thing with his truly remarkable work as fighter Mark Kerr, disappearing so fully underneath Kazuhiru's astonishing prosthetics that the opening of the film, presented as contemporary footage from an event in Sao Paulo 1977, looks genuinely like the real thing.
Mm.
And that is the thing I noticed first, is how much prosthetics was on him to make him look like that guy. And look, I have my own opinions on The Rock, and
Same.
I think that his whole to add to your personal opinion of the UFC, I will parrot that. I think TKO, who now owns both WWE and UFC, can go fuck themselves. They've continued to be the money-grubbing pieces of shit everybody expected them to be. The way that they overcharge people for tickets to go see shows. The way that they now are going to overcharge people. Thanks, Disney.
Fuck faces.
With your $30 fucking a month premium live event bullshit. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
So I agree. Fuck all of them. On the other side of that, let's separate the art from the artist. I'm with you as well. I applaud The Rock taking criticism and being like, look.
Well, it's about the hardships
try to do
of
this-
getting your ass kicked and hit in the head constantly.
He
And
would know.
They show a part where Emily Blunt, his character, she's taking a picture of him in a fan. And he's like, and he's clearly like his shot.
Yeah.
His brain. And she is taking the picture and she wipes away a tear while she's doing
it's in
it.
the trailer. The trailer looks great.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
But
continue.
so I'm interested in the fact that, like, okay, so he is actually carrying this movie, and I have said for a while, like when people saw what Batista was able to do with Guardians of the Galaxy and all the other stuff that he's been able to do since
man.
that, like,
Yeah.
and
Blade Runner 2049,
and John
understated.
Cena, and John Cena, what he's been
John
able to
Cena,
do. We'll talk about
fantastic.
him in a little bit.
Yeah. Not forget Roddy
I am not-
Piper. They live.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not surprised when wrestlers become really good actors because they're acting.
Movie stars even.
They are doing live theater every week,
Fuck yeah.
and they're playing a character. That's not really who they are. They're playing an amped up version of themselves, and they're writing storyline.
And
They're helping storyline.
And a lot of movie making is hitting your marks, like being in the
And they
right
do
spot
that
for
live
the camera. Yes,
every week.
every night. Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, how would they not be able to make a movie when that's a lot of it is spacing, blocking is what they call it, where they get everybody on their marks and before they actually do the acting.
So
and shit.
I agree with you. I
Like
saw
I've been in
that
movies. I don't know
trailer.
why I'm talking about it like I've been
I
in
saw that
movies.
trailer a while ago. It gave me it gave me Oscar bait.
Yeah.
It also gave me Iron Claw Oscar bait vibes
I didn't
too,
watch that.
of where it's clearly a tragic story.
I don't want to
because-
see a story about an abusive dad.
Dude, Iron Claw will, if you ever do watch it, will rip your heart out, and it's bad,
Taking
man.
a piss on it.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
I do want to state real quick for the naysayers who may be listening, yes, I am a huge fan of the NFL, which is violent and a money-making enterprise and often looks the other way when some of its members do reprehensible things to women and minorities. Yes, I am an NFL fan.
Also, the same thing.
So if you want to yell hypocrite, I'll take it.
Let's also just say what it is. Okay, I will have nothing but the utmost respect for anybody that does any sort of athletic anything.
Put themselves in danger for fame and fortune.
Whether
Hell
it be pro wrestling, whether it be the traditional sports of like basketball, football, whatever. UFC, I will always have the utmost respect for someone who competes at that level.
Hell yeah.
At the same time, like, it is still getting punched in the face for a living.
Look, dude, let's be honest about everything. Look,
And
movies,
like you said about the NFL and everything, like everybody,
sports.
all these corporations are evil. Like,
look,
let's get
movies,
real.
sports, all that stuff is what the Romans called bread and circuses. And whether you like it or not, it's true. If you give the people bread and circuses, you can do almost anything you want as a government. Sure. And hey, guess what's happening right now?
Speaking of wrestlers,
So moving on.
turn to actors. Let's talk about Peacemaker,
Oh God.
season 2, episode 2.
God.
You can tell a man by his bird, I think is the episode title.
Yes. A man is only as good as his
A
bird.
man is only as good as his
Right?
bird. Yes, because all the episodes are puns.
Hey, can I just tell you
Going
one
back
thing?
to season 1.
Not once in season 1. Not once did I skip the recap, the intro.
You skipped this one.
Fuck yeah! I was so over it the minute I watched
Do you not? Quick question. Do you not like? Is it Foxy Shazam?
I guess is that
Foxy-
James Gunn's band? Because every fucking song in the goddamn show is by Foxy Shazam because it's in the fucking
Well, that's
closed
the new,
captioning.
That's the new theme. Is Oh Lord, and that song's growing.
Yeah, and every other song in the show is by Foxy Shazam. I didn't know. Is Sean Gunn in Foxy Shazam or is
Oh my God.
or is Jennifer? What's her
Can
name?
we turn the clocks back?
No.
I'm gonna do Joker from fucking Dark Knight. Let's turn the clocks back to July 2025.
Nice suit. It ought to be you,
You
bought,
bought
it.
it.
Love that line.
And what happened? Did James Gunn's balls fall off? What happened? Why did you stop loving him? What you went from enjoying Superman so much and then hating this? What? We're 2 episodes in. You're not into. And hey,
Superman
Time
was something different.
I'm sorry I led you into that. Can I just say,
Yeah, dick.
I'm sorry I messed that up.
Fucking
You're the
dick.
broadcaster, not me. I haven't done it in so long.
It's okay.
Start crying. No, what I'm trying to say is,
I wanted-
before you respond, I want to quickly say I agree that I think that this episode is a lot slower than last week's and not what I was expecting. And I would have appreciated if we would have done a little bit more in that other universe. If we like what they're clearly doing with episode 3,
Yeah.
I thought would have been more in episode 2.
Well, I like. Let's get this out of the way first because
What did you think of this episode?
I am more into this season than I was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's for one big reason.
Tim
Meadows, baby.
I said this in the
Ginger cool.
We were visiting some family. We're on the way back home, and on the way home, I said to my wife, I said, because I was looking at the notes and everything, and I was like, Tim Meadows was in this episode, and I said, if there's one SNL alum that I think is extremely underrated and is honestly one of the funniest motherfuckers when he's in the room, is Tim Meadows. Dude is hilarious in everything.
Okay.
Have you seen Pop Star? He's hilarious in that too.
Before we keep talking about Peacemaker, I want to revisit Walk Hard and how the whole scene.
I said this
towards
to Ashley
the
in
end,
the car. I told her the story too.
The whole scene towards the end. You know the story. I know the story. But for those who don't know, in the script, Tim Meadows' character is given all of these different reasons. Okay, why they're mad at him. And they keep going amongst them, the band members, telling what's his name, Dewey Cox, why they're mad at him,
Dewey.
like later, whatever.
Yeah.
And like they have different reasons, but every time they come to Tim Meadows, he says the same thing. And you didn't pay for drugs, and you never paid for drugs, not once. But he does it every time. And the story
he kept forgetting
is,
his line.
I heard that he thought it was funnier to just say the same thing.
Oh, I heard he forgot.
The point is that the script
He
said a
improvised
bunch
it,
of shit,
and he
and
just-
instead of
But good on everybody
regardless
else
of why,
because
for
the funny
staying
thing
with
to
it.
me is nobody broke.
no,
Nobody, because it is funnier if he just
it's
keeps saying
fucking classic,
that.
dude.
And he was
No, it
far
makes
and away-
sex even better. It's really cheap.
It's not habit forming. It's the cheapest drug there is.
Those scenes alone, dude.
You and I are fucking
Oh.
same brain because
Oh.
I literally went on this same tangent with my wife in the
fucking
car
love Tim Meadows.
because I will always remember that. I'll always remember him from Ladies Man, and I will always just anytime he's in anything, he just makes it better because he's just so fucking funny.
He's so
And
yeah.
So this episode, he elevates it so much more. But I want to talk about him, but I also want to talk about John Cena because I mentioned the wrestler thing.
I won't go slow because you can't shoot that gun while it's in its holster, but I will to be polite.
I will to be polite.
He's just a dick from Go, and it's just like, yeah. Anyway, go
You've
ahead.
never really seen him play like unabashedly a douchebag.
Not
before?
really, but you know it's there.
That's-
you know?
I've never seen him play a cocky douchebag, and it's so funny.
I'm trying to. Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
But I want to talk about we talked about wrestlers and stuff with earlier.
Yeah.
John Cena's performance is actually really, I think, subdued, but also really good because I enjoyed this episode more, and I think had they have just had the shot of the orgy and then this stuff, I would have like the reference to the orgy in the second episode was funny. The orgy itself was not.
Well, when you bring Vigilante into it,
and
they have
upset
that whole
he didn't get invited.
conversation.
That's so funny.
that is fucking
Because
just
I,
great.
like most people, use sex to get closer to their friends.
Friends.
That's not most people.
It's not that I like sex or like sex.
I just try to get closer to my friend. But I think it was this scene where he's hacking up his body is where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of vibing.
Well,
with
he's
this.
dancing while he's mopping up the blood.
Yeah, and like Vigilante's into it, and,
Yeah,
and like
he's just
clearly Chris is like feeling really weird
Well, 'cause
about
he
it
cut
because he's
himself
cutting
up,
his own body.
Drops his own head at one point.
And that's what I mean. The subtlety of John Cena, like when he's staring at himself when he's burning it, like him, like and then the classic Peacemaker thing of when the bug shows up, he's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Who's that guy?
I do
He's
have
just a guy that never says hi.
I do have a problem with 5 people getting that drunk off of 2 cases of beer.
Bud Light, even.
Yeah.
Bud.
John
Cena.
Cena.
The gag where he
there
kept
must have
throwing
been
the
some liquor
fucking
there.
beer bottle.
Oh, that was funny. Economos.
Up.
Economos.
Stephen Agee or Agee is great.
I think it's AG because that's what Richard Patrick
AG,
said
yeah.
last.
Robert Patrick.
Yeah, he was talking about like I was walking in the California hills and I saw Steve
Yeah,
Agee, and he said, "How's it good feel to be back?" I'm like, "I'm back."
Yeah, Steve Agee's he's funny.
He's really good. Yeah,
Him missing it the first time and then like doing it the
should
second.
just handed to him the
here you
first
go.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, he goes. Probably should have done that in the first place.
first time.
Um.
Here's what I'll say about the show.
What?
Here's what I'll say about the episode, and here's what I'll say about why I like it more. Is I like Tim Meadows. I like that we have more vigilante. I still don't give a shit about the story. I just don't. I just don't. I don't give a fuck about this redemption.
I don't.
I already know what's going to happen. What we're going to find out is that in that universe, Chris Smith is just as much of an asshole as he is in this one. And he's finding that out. Did you notice what they were saying about him when they were still looking for him? When he comes back through the portal and he's hammered and he's trying to fucking text the other Amelia. Oh, it must have been those pills. I hope he's not da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that he's going to find out that Christopher Smith in that universe is just as much of a fuck up and an asshole this one.
And I'm sure they're going to be just as racist and evil as his brother and his dad will be in this universe.
Boring!
Or some shit. I don't know.
But if you give me Tim Meadows for another, how many episodes is it?
I don't know. Well, the season is 6 more because it's 8 episodes.
If you give me Tim Meadows for another 6 episodes, I'll roll with it. I'm not looking for anything groundbreaking ooh.
Can I just say, I also think it's
still entertaining.
a changing in mentalities because from season 1 to season 2.
Yeah.
Because I truly think that, and I'm sure he could probably say this is no, and he could himself clarify. But I feel like my understanding of it would be just the way that it was structured. Especially those. If you go back and you watch season 1 and watch those first 3 episodes, because when it first came out, it was a 3-episode premiere.
Oh yeah,
and that clearly has an arc to it, right? And then you feel like you're jumping into like after that 3rd episode, then it's the weekly episodes, and then it's more of a slower pace. This, I think, intentionally knew there was only going to be 1 episode a week, so this is how it's going to be placed per out the schedule. That being said, it does feel like a much slower paced episode. And I just feel like I feel like it's hard to say that it doesn't feel like filler, but it does because I mean it doesn't really move.
Each episode has a quick flashback. Each episode has a drug and or alcohol fueled montage moment. Each episode has a fight. And each episode has some woe is me moments from the characters. I mean,
so maybe go on.
It's almost like episode 1 is A New Hope, and episode 2 is J.J. Abrams coming in going, "We got to recreate New Hope for episode 2." No shit, because it's the same episode. Sorry, it's not the same episode. I'm being completely hyper. I'm being very very. I'm using a lot of hyperbole.
I did like them back together. There's still a lot of chemistry amongst the group.
I will still watch
nice
it because
to see more of Vigilante.
I love the actors. I love how they play their characters. And again, you had Tim Meadows in there. We got a recipe for
the naming.
success.
Naming the team that was going to go in and like search his house for the portal. Naming
titties.
Naming a woman titties, titties, and
look, when they first showed her on screen with her wife loading up the shotgun, am I the only one who noticed her titties? I mean,
well, the other guy was Encino Man, and the other one was Golden Boy, and they
cocks
like
the shotgun and just you know, what I mean, it was like Homer Simpson,
and they're like
when the X-Files episode when they're like, why is he running on the treadmill?
That's what I mean. That's Tim Meadows. Oh, I feel like he is the only one that could pull off that sequence because every time he kept calling that woman titties, I was laughing because I'm like, because he's just so committed to whatever he's doing. And like his whole backstory of his character saying that he has bird blindness.
Oh my God!
I mean, he couldn't figure out what eagle he
See,
was.
this is why Tim Meadows is so good.
Because only he could do that bit and make it funny. You know what I mean?
I so hope that he came up with that. That he was like, I think it would be funny
any birds.
if I can't see.
I can't tell the difference
but
between
duck,
a bald eagle or a duck. It's just like,
hummingbird. What about hummingbirds?
hummingbirds.
Oh, you mean little tiny hover and stuff? I only know about that because I read it. So fucking great.
Eagle, he's tearing up the task force.
I need somebody in here. I can't tell how big this bird is. Because he can't shoot it. He's afraid he'll hit the guy behind him.
And it's his voice, it's his delivery, it's everything.
Yes. Oh, Tim Meadows.
I can't see how big this bird
Tim
is.
Meadows. I love you so much.
Yeah, it's a serious condition, and it deserves more awareness. Like, what the fuck?
That guy looked like he collected all the Pokemons.
And even-
you know what I mean?
Even when he's given the most ridiculous douchebaggy lines, like, I don't even care if he's the villain. I'm still laughing at everything he's saying. Because like, he's like, I guess, well, it wouldn't be Pokemon, it'd be Pokemon. Because he was describing the plural of it. He's like, I guess I wouldn't know about that. I had 2 chicks sucking on my dick.
While you were learning that, I had 2 hot chicks sucking my dick.
It is, again, it's just how he says it and looks at him like, yeah, I believe that. Even if you and I know that never happened. That guy believes it. Oh, my God. And then the sequence where they're supposed to wait for Economos to go to the party with the 11th Street kids and the fucking, and him being like, don't you hold on, wait a minute, because they're about to roll out. Well, what if he got a gift and he's gonna go and forget it, and then he's gonna come back, and then we're gonna wait for that? What would he get for a gift? Like a housewarming gift? Wouldn't you get that when you first get?
No, any gift that you give to somebody in a house is automatically a housewarming gift. Well, shit, man. If I forget it, I'm just gonna go because I want to get lit. Yeah, I like getting lit too. Regardless, that is not what this is about.
The fact that he said any gift is a housewarming gift because it warms the house, isn't it what he said?
Something
like that.
Like, shit, man, I wouldn't do that. And even if I forgot it,
Regardless, that's not what we're doing here.
All right. Anyway, Peacemaker.
Hey, put Tim Meadows
is
in
getting better.
He's even great in the Mean Girls movie when he's the principal. I will keep you here as long as it takes. We can only keep him here until 4 p.m. I will keep you here until 4 p.m. It really is his voice and his delivery and everything. Like, he's just so funny.
Yeah.
Tim Meadows Appreciation Club.
Tim Meadows kicking ass. All right.
Taking names.
So moving on to the books.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Make sure it's not too loud. Jesus Christ. Keep your phone really loud.
You're really loud.
I could write a book about what you don't know.
These two we'll kind of do as a pair. We got Fantastic Four number 1 and 2. Legacy. Oh, it doesn't say. A lot. A fucking lot. A lot. So Fantastic Four. This is.
Those for last.
Oh, we can do those second or last. What you want to do? Supergirl. This will take. Supergirl will be pretty quick.
Or Absolute Flash, either one.
Yeah, Supergirl number 4.
3 books.
I've been reading the Supergirl book, and my general. I don't really have much to say about this particular book. I don't know how much I'm going to be reading it more. To be really honest, I really like the art. Sophie Campbell's got a really distinct style.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost
she's
cartoony
writing it and drawing it,
but it's also there's elements of realism to her cartooniness.
Mm-hmm.
But in other words, there's a bunch of shit going on. They go to a bar.
I read it recently. So
but
essentially what happens.
I liked it. I just don't know how much longer I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have any ongoing series, so I don't have a reason to not read it.
So this is continuing the Leslie Lar storyline with Kara.
She's in Kandor.
So they go back to Kandor, and she pretty much pitches to the council, be like, hey, essentially let me make her be my ward and stay with me, and I'll make sure she gets on the right path. And, it's like 1 Earth year she has to be with Supergirl. It's like her probationary period. So that's what they're doing. They're going back to Midvale, superheroing and saving cats out of trees and all that good shit.
All that good
And then so there's a sequence with I'm in the car reading this on the way here, back home, and they talk about a goth club in Midvale, and I'm like, goth, and then I turn the next page, and I look at them in their goth get-ups, and I'm like, well, this Sophie Campbell knows what she's doing. Like, it was just like, because she knows, like, goths are in right now, and she's like, let me put Kara in like, a goth mommy outfit, and it works. It works. And then, so what happened, oh, by the way, Lezalar is Luminary.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Yeah.
And she's at the club, and this dude is being too handsy, and she's like, back off to this girl. Like, hey, she's not interested. And then she's like, oh, I'll hit you with some goop so I won't hurt you. But
Which she's not supposed to use.
It's the secret goop from Kandor that she smuggled, and there's a whole thing. They fight the monster, and that's pretty much it. And then
it ends up that she's got to go back and tell him that she broke her probation already. And there's going to be consequences to that. And then at the end, they're like, well, let's just hope it's all over. And you see a little kitty, and he eats some goop. It's a fun book. It's
yeah. I mean, the idea that, like, okay, so something like a good portion of this is going to be just some girls hanging out and going to a club. But also, oh, well, it's a superhero book, so there has to be a fight in the club, you know. Yeah,
I just think it's a fun little book.
No, it's a book that is we've talked about in the past. There's a place for the dark and gritty and adult books, and there's also a place for books like that are a little bit lighter in tone and have a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fun read. Supergirl number 4.
Yeah.
We just zipping through all the books now. What is this?
No, I just think we're gonna spend more time on Fantastic
Fantastic Four is gonna take a lot of time.
And also, I like this one, but it's fairly simple. I don't care about this.
I have some bones to pick with Absolute.
Oh, you do? Me too.
Number 6.
Me too.
Here's why.
This
issue should have been like issue 2 or 3 in my opinion. And that's what's frustrating because it's an entertaining issue. It's an enjoyable issue. I love the art. I think getting a little bit more backstory on the team is cool, but I would have preferred it sooner in the story because I feel like it had such a cool start, an interesting start, that it's been really stagnant the last few issues, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I feel like if this would have been in a different place in the story, I think it would have been more enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's just because I keep feeling like, because in the main story, Grodd and Wally get to that halfway house, and then that Inferno guy shows up, and they fight him, right? That's pretty much where we're at. And we just been kind of mucking around in this. It was cool to see Barry. It was cool to see their version of Thawne for this story.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a girl. Okay. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. That like they were the one, like how Barry explained that, like how they can control things with their mind, with these these boomerangs and things like that. Like, you are the boomerang; it's a part of you. Blah, blah, blah,
yeah, whoa.
And we're getting to see a little bit darker side to Barry, where he's like, "Why don't you just shut up and let us make you gods?" Pretty much.
Yeah, you fuck.
Oh, okay. But again, I wish it would have been sooner in the series and not been after we had kind of already slowed it down a little bit. To just continue to kind of slow.
You started the story with wham bang zing, and then that was like the first 2 issues, and then like the last 4 have been like, well, this is how this happened, and it's like I don't fucking care, man.
You know what I was thinking?
I don't care.
And what I was thinking when I read it when I
read it the first time
when I read it was, and write this down. This has been recorded. You can't have this idea someone else. Why didn't they start the comic book? And I feel like they could have and should have started the comic book with this. Like, this could have been issue 1 or 2. And you could have made the whole thing being like, we're hunting the Flash. Why are we hunting the Flash? We don't know why we're hunting.
Who is the Flash?
Who is the Flash? Is it Wally? Is it Barry?
Gee, Jeff Lemire, why the fuck
This should have been the first or second issue, and then you reveal in the second, or like in the third or fourth issue, then you reveal it was Wally. Why? Well, he was with Barry, because Barry's already been mentioned in this part.
I mean, you're a pretty successful comic book writer. Did you forget how to create tension?
I feel like and maybe it's just been how much we've been reading, how much I've been reading comic books when we like really committed.
Or the fact that Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman have knocked it out of the park, while this one and Green Lantern are fucking stuck in the mud.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and those books had such a breakneck pace, and even when they slowed things down, they still felt like there was some pace to it, and I just feel like those last few, ironically enough, a book about the fastest man alive feels slow as shit.
Is that where your whole absolute thing was, Jeff? Check this out. The Flash, he's not fast at all.
But that's the thing.
He's like a turtle. That's... Wow, this is from the guy who made Sweet Tooth.
Oh, my God, Jeff.
Wow. The guy who made Animal Man popular again. Yeah. Wow. Jesus. Go to hell, Jeff.
Fuck you, Jeff.
Fuck you, Jeff. And you know what, Al Ewing? Fuck you, too.
No, truthfully, like, maybe it's just because we've been reading so many books when we kind of committed to just doing more books on the show. But I swear, there is some sort of method. You can call it the Marvel method, the DC method, whatever you want.
Sure.
There's some sort of method, I feel like, right now with the current comics where I'm just like, why don't we try doing something like this? Why not take an issue like this, make that your first issue, and just make it being about hunting the Flash for whatever fucking reason. It doesn't matter. They're just hunting the Flash. And they don't show Flash in this at all. You could do that. Because you know what? Then it's a bold stance of being like, you're not even going to show Flash. The only thing you're going to see of him is these people being recruited and blurs of him because that's all they can see of him.
And if this is his new costume, it's way too fucking busy, dude. What the fuck is going on here, man? This is like the red Flash with the lightning. You know, like what? Whoa, calm down.
And I'm not telling obviously Jeff.
And I don't care why the S in Flash is boomerangs that form the lightning bolt. I don't care anymore, Jeff.
I like. Also, Jeff Lemire is an accomplished comic book writer. I'm not telling him how to do his job at all. I'm just saying,
award-winning,
I kind of would have liked that
favorite.
Instead of being
so was Al Ewing, and I got to say this right now. No, I'm serious. He's the one doing Green Lantern. I got to say this right now. Hey, they're not all winners. Okay, I've read a bunch of Stephen King books that were shit. But that happens when you put 8 out a year.
Yeah, not every Al Ewing book is going to be for you. It's just the nature of the beast.
I think also because we just got done reading and we only find them when they're dead, which is such a great fucking book that starts and ends in 15 issues, and we're in like issue 7 of the Green Lantern going, what
I could give a shit less whatever he's doing with fucking all new Venom. Do not care.
Oh, really?
Mary Jane Venom, you know? Who's going to start looking like Spider-Man.
Oh, did we talk about Planet She-Hulk?
Venom's redesign.
Or War? What?
We mentioned it last week, because they have no idea. Did you know that they're doing like a redesign with the Venom look?
Oh, really?
It's going to look more like Spider-Man? Because, of course, it's Mary Jane, so she would idolize Spider-Man. I'm like, this is what happens. And I swear, of the 10 people that listen to this, if any of you say in the comments, Jake, you really need to read all new Venom. No. Listen, I don't like the idea of a woman teaming up with an entity that violated her. That she is so, and I'm sure they deal with it in the series, but it's like that's what drove me crazy too. It was like her thing was she never liked Peter in the black suit because she was traumatized by Venom, and like. Anyway, point is, I want to get back on the. But what do we know, Al? With Absolute Flash, I think you're right, and I think we have given it a fair enough shot to say that that and Green Lantern are just not for us. Like they're just not. I still think the best books, and I'm still enjoying Martian Manhunter, but I still think. Can't wait for you to read the next one. It's even crazier. I have actually come around on it. No, I've always been a fan of the art. But it was just kind of taking a while. It was more cerebral than the other 3 books that we had started reading. If I'm not mistaken, that was the first one, the first of the second wave. I think we might have. Well, I think we might have read Flash before, but it was like around the same time. But the art I've always loved, and I like the character, but it's paying off. I think once I figured out, once you told me that it was a 12-issue series, now I'm kind of like, okay, I need to just be patient. No, yeah, when they announced, like, right out of the gate, like, because number 1 did so well, that's when they kind of laid out, like, oh, yeah, we were going to do this for 12. Yeah. That's when I was like, oh, okay, so he's going to take his time. Like, he's really going to, it's a maxi series, essentially. A maxi series. Is that what they would call a 12-issue? The maxi series? That's exactly right, buddy. That's the original Secret Wars.
the Squadron Supreme, Grunwald.
6
book.
issues is a miniseries.
Paul Ryan?
Like 1 to 7 is like a miniseries, and then anything over that, it's a maxi series.
It's kind of like albums. Any more than 6 songs, and it's an album.
Yeah.
6 or less is an EP. 2.
Usually a trade is like 1
You
to
could
5.
call a 2 or a 3 a single.
Oh, by the way, time out real quick before we get to this last book. I am currently reading. I haven't got a chance to really devour it, and I can't wait because I've been meaning to read it for years. Local library hooked me up. Shout out to your libraries. Go to them. Our government hates them, so you should probably utilize them while they still exist.
Yeah.
I got the Tom King Mr. Miracle series.
Oh, good. I like Mr. Miracle.
12 issues maxi series.
You're Maxie.
See, I said it again. Next book, the last book, we got 2
Neo-Maxi
issues of Ryan North and was it?
I got it.
Hermano?
Hang on. I got it.
Hermano is brother.
Writer is
Humberto.
Ryan North. Artist Humberto,
Humberto.
Ramos, and Victor Olazaba is the color artist.
By the way, the only thing I read of Ryan North's is that Thing book that we read last week, Thing versus the Marvel Universe.
He wrote that. I haven't read
Yeah, he
much of
wrote
his
that.
either, but he's been around a long
and
time.
He's done Fantastic Four in the past, I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Yeah.
So this is the first time I've ever read his take on Fantastic Four.
Right, and here, so going into it, first things first. I have, I've read the Byrne series, or the run. I've read the Simonson run. I have my thoughts on what a good run of Fantastic Four is, and so I thought
Fuck you, asshole.
Who do you think you are?
it was probably right after the movie came out. What a douche! It was probably right after the movie came out. Timing works. That this one, the new one, number 1 came out, and I remember seeing ads for it, and I was like, okay, well, this is just a grab to be like, you know, hey, check it out, a new
movie, a new series.
Yeah. And of course, the first issue is $4.99, and the second one is $3.99. Fuck
And this
you.
one has Galactus on it. And
Fuck
he's
you.
in the
No,
movie.
That's a variant cover.
Oh, that is a variant.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew he wasn't in it.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
I bullshit you all the
It
time,
does
bro.
say variant.
It does say variant. Fucking. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Talk about the book.
So, it starts off, and
This one messed with my head. I really like this. I really like this story.
I'm assuming that this is with the, Doom is Emperor Doom, the
they're
one
trying
world
to.
under Doom.
Susan
That's a
Storm,
cool splash page with her construct.
Yeah, the giant like. Mech
Yeah,
suit.
she's got a mech suit, and they're fighting Doom, and they're about to take him down, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well fuck you," and he disappears him.
Because he's Sorcerer Supreme at this point.
And they show him all 4 falling
Through different periods of
time, and this is where it really got me, because
Yeah.
one thing we forget about the Fantastic Four is spending so much time with Reed Richards, you begin to learn and absorb a lot of knowledge.
And you start to think like him.
And it was really cool to see all 3 of the other members of Fantastic Four have to use their brains.
Yeah.
Because, especially the Thing, but also Johnny Storm.
And the fact that because of the nature who Reed Richards is, that they were prepared for a moment when they would all be displaced throughout time.
Yes.
So they had one mechanism to save each other. Like that's so
what's so
awesome.
great too. And so Johnny Storm, he goes to like, what is it, a million
So
years
he's
in the
he's in the
past.
early stages of Earth before we have hardly any oxygen or anything.
Right.
Which you don't even think about the fact that Earth was just a rock before it turned into what we
In the
know.
time of
And-
dinosaurs, we wouldn't survive
there's
because
not enough oxygen.
the oxygen content was too high in the air.
Oh,
The
yeah, I know,
oxygen
yeah.
content, the content of the air we breathe has a lower level of oxygen than it did back then because of all the plant life.
Right.
So we would actually be like, our lungs would explode.
And so he's struggling because
but he's way before that.
And obviously you need oxygen to create flame.
To create flame. So he's like trying to find all these different
when
ways.
he figures out how to make rust
Yes.
to keep himself alive and he
Yes.
can give himself more oxygen, is so awesome.
Yeah, and he does a bunch of it, and it's like oxygen level's 31. He's like, it's not enough. So he knows, like, okay, well, he's got to find the fucking stone. The
forever stone.
Yes. Now, what it is it's explained in issue 2 mostly, but it's a stone that Reed Richards said, hey, we get lost in time a lot.
That's what I mean. He has a whole mechanism in place that he's been like, we've been fucking fighting with Dr.
The next time this happens, I'm making a forever stone, God damn it. This is
look,
ridiculous.
Johnny, you've already gone through fucking time to get the ultimate
This is dumb
nullifier.
as hell. The nullifier.
Hey.
Hey, nullify
Hey,
this.
has the Forever Stone existed before this? Because
I don't know.
That sounds like a Stan Lee mechanism. Like, all right, here's the idea I got. It's a stone that doesn't move.
Ever. Even if the plate tectonics beneath it go ape
Steve,
shit.
Jack, listen to me.
Hey, Jack. Hey, listen, you know what? Do a couple of lines of this high-grade Coke and we'll talk about this. I'm
So
sure
I
you'll...
was doing a bump with Jack, and I said,
I said,
what about the ultimate nullifier?
forever. Ultimate nullifier. Excelsior.
That's what I would call my Coke, the ultimate nullifier. You want an argument? Do a bump.
I just nullified your argument, Jack. Now sign those rights over to me, you fuck.
You remember Bill Finger? I don't.
Hey.
Oh, man. Jesus. All right, R.I.P., Stan.
I'm just fucking tearing apart comic book legends weekly on Off Panel Off Topic.
So, yeah, the Forever Stone. No, let's be real. I love this concept because it was the idea of like, okay, let's map it out.
It's
and
such a
do
ridiculous
calculation
idea that it works.
that only me, Richard, would think of. Where I'm like, I'm going to do a calculation of Earth throughout time where I can say, okay, this one rock never moved. So we're going to use this and mark when you were,
So we can come find you.
and we can find you throughout time.
So, then, so he marks the Forever Stone, and then he presumably
He goes,
dies.
get to this Forever Stone and wait, and he just sits there.
He can't do anything else. So
Yeah.
pretty much, he's probably going to die. Then Thing falls into a desert, and there's a
Fights
bunch of
off some dinosaurs.
And he's like, okay, well, it's, I made of rocks. How's that? And I don't know how this is possible, but the dinosaur, tears his
Lifted
rock.
a stone open and then sunk it in.
The pink shit underneath. So he's
there's some flesh under his rock?
So he's like, because when he gets there, he's like, I'm not supposed to, do whatever, but fuck this. I'm going to kill these dinosaurs. I'm going to get out of
They
here.
didn't say nothing about, they said the butterfly, but not anything about dinosaurs.
But I ain't going to be anyone's dinner neither. That's right. This snack fights back. How come Stanley and the Thing sound the same? Go on, get out of here. Get.
Oh, didn't Kirby say that the Thing was most like him?
I didn't know.
I think I heard
That'd be
somewhere
funny
to
as
say
hell.
that.
So he finds...
Yeah, Jack Kirby was a rock.
He finds... He was rock hard. He finds... What is your problem? He finds
Only
the
after
Forever
my
Stone,
bumps.
and he etches into the Forever Stone his...
It's time, yeah.
thing as he gets surrounded by dinosaurs. Then, this is really cool. When Mr. Fantastic falls into the medieval times and he uses the rock from the catapult
To catch
to
it.
take him away from the action.
Yeah, so
That's
he
cool.
doesn't, because he, like the Thing was talking about, is along the lines of like, I cannot fucking interfere with anything they're doing. They can't see my technology. They can't do any of this because I'm going to fuck with the time stream.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, he's like, get out of here. Can I just say, what happens with him and Sue mess my brain up severely.
What do you
Because like, if you think about it, it's fucking horrifying. So when you find out where Sue is,
Oh, yeah.
Sue is at the death of the planet.
Mhm.
She's at the very end of time.
Well, we'll get there. So he finds the Forever Stone and he etches it in, and he's like, okay, so he knows
Yeah.
where Johnny and Ben are.
So he knows
but
that he has to wait for Sue.
Nothing from Sue, so now it's up to her to rescue us. And she has to be, if I shielded myself from all radiation and convection and conduction too, I could freeze to death in the middle of the sun. But I do it now. I keep all but the smallest percentage of heat away from me. It's the only way to avoid being cooked alive.
Because the sun has cooked up all the oceans, all life is gone. There's there's nothing left, essentially. And that's what part would mess with my head, because I'm like, that would be horrifying to be that far into the future and watch the planet die.
Yeah.
And have to be invisible most of the time. Otherwise, you'll be irradiated and burnt to death. Like that was crazy. Like I love that. And like,
So she can't find the stone.
no, when I said that, it messed with my head. It's like, yeah, because they didn't predict this far where the planet would die.
Right.
So they don't know where
she
the
can't
rock
find the
is.
stone, and she's like, I don't know if there's no way back. My brother is dead. My best friend is dead. My husband is dead, and very soon I will be joining them. And book one.
So then issue 2 is
This
where
is where it gets really
where
cool.
Reed's whole thing messes with my head, because I'm like, dang, that would be crazy.
That's love.
So
We come to see Stu right away.
and again, like you were talking about, I think what I love about this is it's still, I would say the two main focuses are kind of Sue and Reed, but Johnny and the Thing definitely play their part in this, and they definitely play a role. But like just to see all of them kind of have to use their smarts and their training together and knowledge of being together, being like, okay, this is where the stone is. I know where it is.
Yeah, she knows it's still there. It's just the transmitter is out of power, must be. So she finds a cave, and she's going deep until she brings daylight, and then she finds water.
So that's also when.
But there's life in the water.
Yeah, but Reed also realized, this is what I love so much about this book. I'm like, God damn it, I just love this shit. Where Reed starts to have the thought where, wait a minute, if she can't find the stone, I have to make a new one, essentially. Or like he had to.
The stone is still where she's at, but she just can't find it because the transmitter isn't working.
Right. So he has to make.
So he has to make her a map, and how does he do it? Well, so she's
my
like,
God.
I
Okay.
can't drink the water.
So,
So
but
then they show
the sequence that I was talking about. Like what messed me up was when he stretches himself into the roots because she said he went deeper than he would ever have to go, and I'm just thinking of like the dirt and all that stuff.
Did you notice how he kept his nose up?
Yeah, like. Yeah, I didn't actually see that. Let me see.
His nose is sticking up so he can breathe.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. But
Now,
no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure of the science of all this.
The level, who gives a shit? It's a comic book. The level that he goes to save her, and then so he digs and burrows deep enough that he can make her a map to the stone, and so then she can she lights it. It reflects, right, and then it lights up the arrows. You have the book.
This is Reed Richards, okay? The first part is easy. I forged the machinery I need, hidden from sight. Modern steel comes to Earth hundreds of years ahead of schedule, but nobody will ever find it. It works as anticipated and produces the raw material I need. The subsequent step involves projective calculations. It's significantly more complex, but the step that follows next is harder still. It's really very hard. But really very hard is still really very possible. It takes all that I have, but I'm more than happy to give it. That's Reed Richards. Is no matter how crazy the odds are against you,
He's going to try and
there's
figure a
still
way. Yeah.
hope. And for Reed, it's not hope, it's possibility, right?
Yeah.
He's not sitting there going like, I just hope that we get through this. He's like, well, no, I know there's a way through this because I can see from my calculations that if there's any odds of us getting out of it, I'm going to try to find him. I'm going to try and get us out of it.
I'll figure it out.
He's never going to give up.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how, but she's stuck up there and she's trying to figure out, and she's like, think, what's he doing? How does Reed Richards help someone stranded untold billions of years in his future? And they show him at the Forever Stone. It's simple, darling. You move heaven and earth. Yep. So she goes,
that sequence,
shit.
That sequence, like, that's awesome.
So she thinks, she's like, okay, well, I think I figured it out. So she goes way, way high into the air.
Excuse me.
And she finds the arrows. All of these arrows
that point directly where the
Forever Stone is. So she can find it.
And then
and
she reveals
inside is a thing where she can bring a time machine.
Treadmill. It's the time treadmill or whatever.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So she just takes it back and
that
she rescues
machine
everybody.
can only be accessed by a member of the Fantastic Four,
Yes.
and that's why it's marked with this Forever Stone, because that's how you get out of it.
Yep.
So she goes back in time, saves everybody, and then they go fight Doom.
Yes.
This is my favorite part of the whole issue. As great as this book is, this fight with Doom was my favorite because it was Doom being like, "Oh, Reed, you stupid bitch." And I was like, "Yeah, get him, Doom."
Yeah. No, they're whooping like he's like, you know, you can't help
The Fantastic Four is
how
beating
was
the
about
shit
to
out of
clobber you
Doom.
instead, but how that time slot? I've never seen it. I hid it in a pocket of time, Victor, for just such an eventuality, and I ensured that no matter which era we were lost in, we could always summon it, always find our way home. And he's like, Richards. You never could resist an opportunity to show off. Every time, Richards, you tell me exactly what you did.
Yeah,
And
I
he
love
just,
that.
he
I love
basically,
it. He's so
and then he does,
mustache twirly.
he's like, great, I'm just going to get rid of that time sled and the Forever Stone and do the same fucking thing I just did to you. Fucking later.
Time treadmill is DC, by the way. That's the Flash.
And they throw him, he tosses him out in the thing, and she's running towards the time sled. And they show Arizona earlier, the farmhouse of the Fantastic Four, and everybody's there, and they're eating breakfast, and all of a sudden, the time sled materializes in the backyard. So how do they get out of that? That is a really cool part where he's just like,
Where Doom is like turns it back.
oh, thanks, dickhead. That's exactly what I wanted you
When
to
Doom
do,
turns
you
it back on
fucking
him.
idiot.
I love it. I loved it so much.
Dude,
I'm in. Like I wasn't gonna text you about it. I was kind of just gonna wait to talk to you about it on the show.
Yeah.
But like,
I love this cover.
of the bunch, yeah, it's a great cover.
So neat.
Of the bunch, easily my favorite. I was kind of taken aback with what it was trying to do in just like 2 issues,
Right?
And the level of like, just again the cool, like it was a really smart first issue, a really good second issue, and I really dig it. And again, this
I like
is
the art.
this
I
is
like the
my
writing.
only exposure to Ryan North doing Fantastic Four, which is the thing book that we read last week in this,
Which was so good.
and no, it does. I would love to read more of what he does. It makes me interested in this version of these characters. I liked it a lot.
The way I do comic books is I go into the store and I have my pull list is the absolute books, all 6 of them. That's
probably going to change here soon.
Saga is on there, but who the fuck knows when they're coming back from their hiatus? I'm kind of sick of their hiatus. Hiatus-y? Hiatus-y? Because I mean, it's been like 9 of them, and they still have like an entire half of the series to fucking go. Because they said it's gonna end this issue. I'm like, all right, fucking hurry. I'm tired of it. Anyway, Saga's on there just in case, so I don't miss any issues. But I haven't seen it in months. Other than that, what I do is I walk in, and I know all my absolute books are at the front, so I go to the back and I look and I see. I want to start. Not necessarily series, but I want to start arcs. And the easiest way to start an arc is number 1.
Right.
And so when I saw it, I was like, might as well take a risk.
Yeah.
Supergirl. When I saw that, I was like, might as well take a risk.
It's a number 1. That's how they get you every time.
Well, and that's the thing is, back in the day, I know the secondary comic market is shit. It is, dude. It's stupid. And I'm never buying a number 1 to be like, this will be worth something someday. Because I've been there, done that with fucking X-Men number 1 back in 1992 or 1 or whatever it was. And fuck off with the 9 covers and whatever. Been there, done that. I don't buy it because of that. I buy it because it's like, oh, this is a book that I've read before, Fantastic Four, characters that I like, new creative team. Let's see what they're doing with it. Sometimes the 1 ends with a 1. Buy the number 1. Oh, that was okay, and that's it. But this one, I feel like this is my this.
Yeah,
this and Supergirl.
If a number 2 is already out, you generally try and dry the first 2, right?
Yeah, and there's been times too when you're like, oh, I didn't know this was out, and then the first 3 issues, oh, I can get those. Let's try that. But it's rare because I go in once a week now, so I usually don't miss much. But yeah, I'm very happy with this book so far. I love the art. The writing is good. I really like that in these first 2 books, North has struck exactly the tone that needs to be there, which is it's Fantastic Four tone should always be about family because that's what they are.
Yeah.
And he's struck the right tone. I'm excited to see where he's going from here.
Well, and like there's even a part where Sue mentions like the sacrifice that the other 3 made to trust her, because Johnny could have done it at any point. Any of them could have activated that stone at any point, but they all
just got home themselves.
But they all trust that the last one will do it, and that's just the trust in a family. And like that was such a cool element, and like, no, a really really cool way to like reintroduce a series, get somebody like you and me to be like, okay, what's this version of Fantastic Four? And to do it through like 4 different time periods and do that, like it was really cool.
If you don't know the Fantastic Four, if you've heard of them but you've never read comics, and you go and watch the movie, and you're like, ooh, I'd like to. This is actually the perfect book to start with. It really is. I mean, it has everything that the Fantastic Four is great for.
Yeah.
Being a family, Doctor Doom,
Yeah.
dinosaurs,
And
time travel,
It's wide open because it literally has it where they're just
Doombots.
They're just trying to get out at certain time periods. Like you could watch it at any time. Hold on.
Clobbering time. What? It's got everything the Fantastic Four is great for. It's got Galactus on the cover. What? It's got family. What? It's got Emperor Doom. What? Time travel. What? Doombots. What? Time sleds. What? Betrayal. What? Did I say Doom?
What?
I guess I said Doom.
You did.
God damn it.
Doombots.
Doombots. What?
That's the thing, Doom. You sent Johnny back.
What?
You sent Thing back.
What?
You sent me back.
What?
You sent Sue back.
You said Sue forward.
Oh. What? You gotta think about it.
Which one should I use?
Next week, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I thought I had it in my
We have
head.
another book for next week.
What? Another? Oh,
that has
Absolute
another.
Wonder Woman.
That has another Alex Ross cover. Mortal Thor #1.
I guess we can read that. We also have Absolute Wonder Woman.
Absolute Wonder
11?
Woman slaps.
12? 11 or 12?
11.
Because Batman would
And
be 12. Because Batman was
the first one. Yeah. Number 11. Martian Manhunter #6, I believe.
Yes.
Which again,
No, see, I think Flash was before.
I think you're right. Flash
Flash
was the first
and Manhunter
one.
were the first
I
two.
think Flash
but
was the
Flash
first
was
one.
before because we just read Flash 6.
I think it was Flash, Martian Manhunter.
Either
Green
way, you know what,
Lantern.
man?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
All right. We can read that. There's also a couple other trades we could dive into.
How
but
about Ecteron? Finally.
we can't read that book because we can't have a bias review. Even though we already reviewed the last.
Look, just
one.
because everything my brother touches is awesome doesn't mean we can't review.
You love him too much.
Hey, not my. Hey,
You love your brother,
hey.
dude. Just say
Objectively,
it.
my brother's
Just say
art
it.
is amazing.
You love your
Objectively.
family, dude.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.